What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Drew Meyer with American Made, and I got my buddy Derek, custom home builder, helping me here on this project. Right there, you see me making the mysterious miter folded fascia corner. Say that 3 times fast. It is a great detail on your composite deck on how to eliminate miters. We are making composite decks great again by eliminating miter joints that will fail you in 5 to 10 years. So I forgot to cut the rabbet in the end of this board, and Derek had the great idea of remediating that situation on the miter saw. So here he's cutting a rabbet in the end, and this, like I said, will allow us to die the fascia in behind that, allows it to expand and contract without busting a miter. Now we are cutting the picture frame here, and this is a article of contention. What are those field boards ending on, you say in the comments? Well, if you notice, we have a joist set 3.5 inches back from our exterior band. That allows us to catch the field board and also allows a clear drainage pass between the picture frame board and the field board. So if you look down, you see dirt. That's where you want water to go. You don't want a bunch of flat blocking in there to catch all that moisture, dirt, and debris over the years. It's going to pack full. So with our design here, that allows anything to get down through there, probably an inch overhang. So that is a superior way to frame picture frame blocking. And watch till the end to catch the rest of the commentary on best practices of a picture frame deck. Na festa do fim de semana, vai me parar, 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 vai me parar. Enquanto parede, vai, vai, enquanto parede, enquanto parede, vai, vai, enquanto parede. Na festa do fim de semana, só o limão. Ela chega e desencana com passo bem solto, passo bem solto, passo bem solto. Na festa do fim de semana, vai me parar, 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 vai me parar. So I am a huge fan of pressure treated LVLs for your deck framing. Saves you all that work of trying to plane down your pressure treated joist, and you just fight it the whole way. This is an awesome solution, and it is slightly cheaper than your steel or aluminum, and it's much easier and quicker to install. So I'm a huge fan. If you are unfamiliar, check on PWT's website for your dealer. I think I filmed some footage of us sliding 6-foot Stabila.
That was operator error, not deck.
It's all in your throw. And man, it is just dead flat.
Okay, it's going. Nice one. That is flat. Oh yeah, she's flat, boys.
A few things, just so you know, if you're using an LVL, you have to use joist tape to cover up one edge. Any treated end needs taped or Q-Tech, some sort of treatment. And you need solid blocking over any bearing beam, whether that is a cantilever or a drop beam, or if you're going flush mount. They make a 7 1/4, 9, 9 1/4, and 11 7/8. They also make pressure treated beams. So I think this is really going to revolutionize deck building. And if you're going to invest in a high-end PVC composite, you need to invest in your substructure. This here is TimberTech Azek Landmark, and it is in French white oak. So this is a 50-year decking. So we want our substructure to be a 50-year comparable product. So you can see here, this is actually ripped from a radius edge full thickness board, and it's a cap. Now I don't miter PVC decking, even though you may be able to get away with it in the long term, 10, 20 years from now. I don't know how that's gonna hold up. I know this butt joint is gonna hold up. I know using the right adhesive and screwing these end caps, I know once I install this, there's never gonna be an issue. That's why I do it. And when you have a railing, you hardly ever see your miter. Plus, I think it's a good looking detail. So another detail here in this front corner is this is a full thickness radius board. You run it through a table saw, miter fold it, and you rabbet each end, so that way your fascia board can die in behind your corner, your new fascia corner, and it can expand and contract. Now, fascia boards come in 12-foot lengths. On longer decks, I just plan out where my post is going to be and run a flat fascia deck board and rabbet two ends. That way that 12-foot fascia board can die in between, it can move, expand, and you're never going to see a gap. Everybody knows if you try to scarf joint this, say in the summer, come winter, it's going to shrink. That scarf joint is going to rip apart. So let's say this deck was longer than 12 foot. I would run a deck board right in line with my posts on the fascia and die into each side. Another cool feature is on our stair treads, we like to run the full thickness radius board. It's much stiffer, and we just use the Cortex color match plugs. And I don't know if they'll come up on camera, but they're very quick to install. They disappear when you tap them in, and the grain matches very well. They've gotten much better over the years. And the nice thing is now they come oriented where the grain's all the same way. Back in the day, you used to have to turn them each one, and the grain was kind of opposite. Now when you get a strip, they're all oriented, so you can just go. I honestly would prefer to face screw the entire deck, use a radius board, and just plug it. To me, that is the most secure way. But on TimberTech Azek, you cannot get a full thickness board in 12-foot lengths. So on a 12-foot deck, we didn't have that option. We're using the clip system. So another thing, people have commented on other videos, so I can't even hardly find my plugs. Okay, so here's my last joist for my field board. I have nothing on this edge other than my post blocking to allow drainage. Because in the past, I've flat blocked for my picture frame, and I ended up having to tear a deck apart. And even with all that taped with joist tape, that much of a flat surface with a full 1/4 inch space, that collects so much moisture and it never dries out. Obviously, we know pressure treated lumber or green treated lumber is not what it used to be, and that will rot if you have, you know, a 5.5 inch cavity, you know, like a 2x6 blocking laid flat. Another way you could do it is run blocking in between your joist the whole way. I find that very inefficient to cut in all that blocking. So I frame my deck. This is 16 on center, and then I set a joist at 3.5, which I will show in the video. So I have joist at 3.5 to catch my field boards, and I don't worry about my picture frame board because you're never going to walk on it. Now, in this scenario, you would never walk on it. Let's say our stairs dumped off this side, then I would double up my rim joist here. So I'd have a double and then one at 3.5 and incorporate blocking where I needed it with a 6x6, or you can actually cut your stringers proud, one extra rise, tuck those up past your rim board, and it essentially blocks to your second joist. In one of my other deck series, that was the method where the stairs dumped off the side. That's what we did. I think that pretty much covers all the details. That's what I got for this. I got a few things left to do, clean up here. We are on another deck next week that I'll fill you guys in on. If there's any questions, we'll address it in the next video. I hope to get this out quick. I'm helping my buddy on the custom house he's building, so stay tuned for a bunch of new content. I appreciate you guys watching. So thanks for watching, and keep hammering.